Welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and you are joining me for further coverage in the case of Kouri Richins, who sadly died last year. This is the latest in the case. Kouri died on the 4th of March 2022. His wife, Kouri, was arrested on the 8th of May 2023 and charged with first-degree murder and multiple counts of possession of a controlled substance. So the prosecution are accusing Kouri of murdering her husband. Of course, we have to assume Kouri is innocent because she has not been found guilty in a court of law yet. But on the 3rd of November 2023, yesterday, Kouri had a court appearance. And that court appearance was for various motions. It seems that the defense and the prosecution don't get along. That's the impression I get. Maybe it's just me. But the defense want to dismiss the entire case. They say that the amount of press coverage, hi, people like me, means that Kouri won't get a fair trial. So they have filed a motion to completely dismiss the case, go somewhere else with it. Well, that is what they were going to talk about yesterday. So, the witness tampering allegations because of the walk the dog letter is a whole thing, but that spawned numerous motions. And Judge Mrazek dismissed all of them. He was having none of it. I've watched the court proceeding. You can watch it on Court TV. I know that. Probably Law and Crime Network, maybe. I haven't looked on their one. But yeah, it was interesting. Kouri's defense were trying to argue that because the prosecution have released so much information, it's impossible to get a fair trial for Kouri. The judge came back and said, no, we will do our best to get a unbiased jury pool. They will do all of their things, tick all the boxes, dot the I's, cross the T's. They will get a fair trial. And if not, they will deal with it then. It is too soon to dismiss a trial based on this. And also prosecutors asked the court to stop Kouri from speaking with her mum and brother because they allege that the walk the dog letter was witness tampering. And then the defense fired back saying that the state was throwing around unproven accusations and I can never say that word. Biasing, prejudicing, tainting the jury pool. Mrazek denied both sides' motions and refused to dismiss the case. Therefore, Kouri can still talk to her family and the state won't be penalised for making the walk the dog letter public. In my humble, uneducated opinion, this to me feels like the judge has gone, right, you did this, you're both as bad as each other, stop it. That's how I read it. He told prosecutors that the county jail already monitors Kouri's communications anyway, and that will allow them to contradict any allegedly false testimony at trial. And also, if you remember, the walk the dog letter that the state claim is witness tampering, where Kouri is telling her family what to say, but the defense are saying it's part of a novel that Kouri is currently writing. That walk the dog letter, there's another 60-something pages that haven't been handed over to the prosecution. And they've said, I want it. And the defense have gone, no, you can't have it. So the judge has said that he's going to get a third lawyer. So someone that is completely impartial. He's going to give this lawyer all of those documents. And in the next court hearing, which I don't think has got a date yet, they will decide whether that information can be included in the court proceedings. We still do not have a trial date, people. So it was only a small update, but I did find it quite funny that the judge was like, right, behave. I've had enough. You've cancelled each other out. Stop it. The judge indicated that he would prefer prosecutors not to see what's in the walk the dog letter envelope, and that the attorney they select to review it would act in their interest. The judge told both sides to meet and decide the best way to proceed before December. Then he'll set up a closed hearing to see if the writings are actually private, confidential between lawyer, client, or relevant to the case. And yeah, apparently this letter envelope contained more than just the novel and the other inmate's letter, which I don't think I've seen. Have you seen it? Can you get it? But these will be the only documents up for review in December. December's hearing will address the schedule of the case going forward, now that the defence's request to dismiss the case was denied. Because I think it was so the defense are saying, look, we can't get a fair trial because of X, Y, Z. There's too much media, and the prosecution did it by releasing this walk the dog letter that they shouldn't have released. And the judge said, well, it's kind of had media coverage anyway, so this isn't going to change anything. But he did admit that he had seen Kouri's face on the front of People magazine, and he's trying to avoid the case. So yeah, it's inevitable. It's going to hit the news, especially at the moment. But when he mentioned Kouri's face being on the front of People magazine, that may have been when Kouri's family spoke to People magazine. Kouri's family are speaking. They've spoken to People magazine. They've spoken to ABC News. I think that was the one. So the defense can't argue that the prosecution are leaking stuff to the press or talking too much to the press when Kouri's family are speaking to the press. If they keep their mouths shut, there's no story, in my humble, uneducated opinion. So that's the latest. As I say, always, Kouri is presumed innocent right now. She was jailed with no bail, so she's not getting out unless proven innocent in her trial, which we do not have a date for yet. And the family have spoken to Good Morning America / ABC News. And it's just, I feel uncomfortable with that. How about you? Oh, I forgot to do all the YouTubey things. If you're new here, can you subscribe if you like my content? If you want to follow this case, I recommend subscribing so you don't miss an episode. I'm doing my best to cover as much as I can in regards to this case. If you are a current subscriber, thank you. I appreciate it. Genuinely, I do. So don't forget to like the video. And the liking and the subscribing is our way of placating the YouTube algorithm gods. But yeah, the family talking to the media thing is making me uncomfortable. Eric's family, as far as I know, haven't spoken. They are trying to keep everything private. They are focusing on the children because there are children involved. Sadly, Eric did leave the children behind. And if Kouri is found guilty, they're not going to be able to live with their mother, which is really sad. Let me just double check. I don't think there was anything else. But her family have spoken out, claiming Kouri is innocent. They don't believe she is capable of hurting anyone, never mind her husband. But there's a whole, like, I'm trying to work on a timeline of this case, and it's taking me forever because there's so much stuff to go through. But if you're interested in the case, I do have a whole playlist, which is linked in the description, as well as a link to a Google Drive folder where I am putting all the documents that I come across, because I think it's only fair to share it. It doesn't belong to me. It belongs to us as a society. Anywho, clearly I've gone off track. But anyway, so the court has refused to dismiss Kouri's case, saying that no, we will get a fair trial. We will get a unbiased jury. We will make sure of that. It's fine. And the judge said, what difference would it make taking it out of their county and putting it into another? If the media coverage is so big, it's not going to make a difference, is it, where it is? That was one of his arguments as well. Sorry it took me that long to get to that one, and it's right at the end. But I think that's it. I'm going to continue covering the case. No doubt yet. Hopefully December there will be an update. In the meantime, I'm going to keep going through documents. I'm going to keep uploading. I think that's it. Hi to the Reddit community and the Facebook community. Thank you for all your comments, all your supplying of documents. Thank you. It's much appreciated. And I'm going to stop talking now. Thank you for your time, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.